After leaving Chicago, I walked some 200 miles down to Indianapolis and back into Illinois, now heading west on the US 40. In Illinois, all non-interstate roads come equipped with a sloping shoulder made of gravel. These can be very hard to walk, especially when you are walking 20 miles at a time, and so I don't. During my second night after crossing the state line, somewhere around midnight, a mindless motorist makes a call to the cops to let them know that I was walking on the white line. One of the awful officers approaches, runs me through the usual ring, and before letting me go, he lets me know that the next road to the right leads to I-70, where there is a truck stop. He then tells me that the next town is a full 15 miles away. I start to argue, but just roll my eyes and take the next right. During the mile hike to the highway, the bottom of my left shoe falls off. As I limp towards the gas station, I notice a man changing a tire. The tire's shredded as the result of a blowout. I grab some coffee and ask a man how far it is to the next town, Casey. He tells me that it's about 6 miles. I again roll my eyes, make a comment about the state's pitiful police, and walk over to say hello to the man changing his tire. I then walk towards the exit, and the man from whom I'd asked directions drives up and asks if I would like a ride to Casey. As I enter the car, I say, "It's funny, that guy blew a tire and I blew a shoe." I explain what I mean, and he asks my shoe size. I tell him that I wear size 13, that's right ladies, and he asks if I want some shoes. Before driving me to the next town, he stops by his home and gives me a very nice pair of size 13 running shoes. If someone had not called the cops, I would not have known about the fuel station. If the officer had not informed me of the incorrect mileage to the next town, then I would not have energetically asked the distance to Casey and would not have received the ride, nor the virtually unused shoes that I am now wearing. And don't get me started about the chances of this guy wearing size 13. And that poor man had to change a tire just so I would have my little line about my own blowout. I then received a ride to St. Louis, headed south, and immediately met Matt, who was on his maiden voyage into a life of leisure, learning, and locomotion. I showed him a few ropes of the road, and before the day's end, we were picked up by people packing a pickup with a pack of packers. We arrived in Arkansas, lounged around at Lost Beach, perched at the birdhouse, and I damn near made an adoption from the doghouse. Soon I was home in Texas, ready to rest and update my book.